guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a chit chat get ready with me, which you guys know are my favorites, and today's is going to be extra fun because it's basically a full face of first impressions. I'm going to be testing out all of the new makeup that I just hauled in my last video. If you haven't seen my Ulta haul, make sure you check it out. It'll be linked in the down bar. I don't think I have anything else to tell you guys, so if you want to chit chat with me while I try out a bunch of new makeup products, then just keep watching. So I literally just scrubbed off last night's makeup. So if my face looks a little red and my eyes look a little crazy, that's why. Also, it's way earlier in the morning than I normally film. It's currently 9:30. So staring at this ring light is a little hard right now. I may be like a little squinty-eyed. It's early. Bear with me. So like I said, I just washed and moisturized my face, and the first thing I'm going to be doing is spraying this guy all over my face. This is the Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. I've been obsessed with this already. I'm going to get my hair out of my face real quick with just some clips. So once that's dried, I'm going to move on to priming, and for that I'm going to do a first impression on the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Spotlight, and this is in the shade Moonstone. So I'm just putting it on and I'm going to rub it in. See how I like that? Sometimes with dewy primers like this, I like to blend them in with a stippling brush. Maybe I'll try that on the other side. I'm like totally amazed by the difference. My complexion almost looks a little bit more even. My skin just looks really hydrated and dewy compared to this side. It's crazy. I'm loving this. So I have my small e.l.f. stippling brush here that I'm going to try blending this side out with. I'm actually going to put on a little lip balm because I actually wore one of these NYX liquid lippies last night. Okay, I'm so excited for the next first impression. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. So I got mine in the shade 202. I hope it works out. 201 looked too pink. Oh yeah, and then this is one of the things I got at Ulta. This set was $12.50. I'm like freaking out about the price because you got all four of these amazing Real Technique brushes, and I'm going to try to use all of them in today's video. So I thought for the foundation, I love watching first impression videos when people do half the side of the face with a brush and half with a sponge. So first I'm going to apply the foundation to this side of my face with my new Real Techniques stippling brush. So I just put some on the back of my hand. It's super runny, and I'm just going to put this in here. Oh, girl! Maybe run some down my neck. I just was not expecting that much coverage. I'm really liking the stippling brush though. Already I can tell it's like blending it out beautifully. Love the finish of this though. I know I have a dewy primer underneath, but oh my gosh, you guys, like I look so dewy right now. Like I don't even need a highlight. Okay, now I'm going in with my Real Technique sponge, and I'm gonna do this side. I feel like I totally like the application with the stippling brush better. Ah, it's like falling out of here. Oh my gosh, it's so full coverage. Okay, I guess we're building this foundation up. I am literally so dewy right now, and you guys know I'm digging it. So I feel like I've got the desired coverage that I like. I'm obsessed with this foundation. I know it probably has a lot to do with the primer that I used as well, but this looks absolutely stunning. Next, I'm going to highlight and conceal with my Maybelline FitMe concealer. I feel like you guys have seen me do this a billion times, so I'm kind of just going to speed through it, but I'm just going to place this concealer under my eyes, on my eyelids, and in the center of my face. And then I'm going to set all of those areas with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the shade number 3, Natural. Oh, my eyes have been watering like crazy, and it drives me nuts because of that. Like your foundation rubs off on the corners of your eyes. It's so annoying. So sticking with the face, I'm going to bronze and highlight next. My favorite everyday bronzer is the NYC. I personally love this bronzer, but if you're not a fan of warm bronzers, you like more of a cool toned contour shade, then you probably won't like this. But for everyday, I just like a light warm bronze. Like seriously, eyeball, my makeup has no chance of being fleeky if you're just gonna water. When I get to the eyeshadow, I'm probably gonna have to zoom you guys in and just focus on this eye because this is such a hot mess right now. Okay, moving on, we have a first impression on Becca's Moonstone. I can't believe I've never tried this highlight, but it's finally happening. I'm also using my new Real Techniques highlighter brush. I think this is the brush I was most excited for in the set. I do own Pearl by Becca, and I feel like the formula feels a little bit different to me. Seriously loving the shade of this. I just feel like with Pearl, I barely touch my brush in it and it's like super pigmented, and this I have to like dip in a few times and do a couple layers. It's gorgeous. I just feel like the formula is a little bit different, and I'm curious to know if it's just because of the shade or if it's because this is a little mini version. Okay, now I'm going to fill in my brows off camera really quick. I just did an updated brow routine, so if you want to see how I fill in my brows, it'll be linked down below in the description box. Alrighty guys, so I finally get to play with my new baby. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. So here's the palette in all of its beauty. The only thing I've done is swatched a couple on my finger. My real problem is like, where do I even start? I want to try every single eyeshadow. I really don't want to get carried away and make it a super ugly eyeshadow look either, so I'm going to try to hold back, and I'm going to try to use the colors and a look that I typically go for so that I can really judge these eyeshadows. So I'm going to zoom you guys in for this and we'll get started. Now you guys can really see up close and personal what the heck my eye is doing right now. Like, what? So I'm just going to kind of turn like this and we're going to focus on this eye. Obviously I'm going to do the shadow on this eye off camera, but I just don't want to look at that. So the first one I'm going to go in with is Warm Taupe, which I'm really excited about because taupe is such a gorgeous color for eyeshadow. So there's a ton of shadow fallout. Hopefully we don't have fallout actually on the face. And the brush I'm using to start is the Morphe M441. This is a gorgeous transition color, you guys. To me, it's like a perfect neutral color. It is a taupe, but it's got such a nice warm undertone to it. I'm not getting any fallout on my face, by the way. I did tap off the excess, and the shadow is feeling really, really buttery and smooth and so easy to blend out. Now I'm going to warm up that crease a little bit with Burnt Orange. And I'm now using a Sonia Kashuk number 109 brush. These are seriously so pigmented. Like, I dipped my brush in it twice and tapped off the excess like crazy, and it's still so much pigment. I don't even know what to do over here, guys. Like, I'm blending and tears are coming out and like blending into the eyeshadow. It's just ruining the whole thing. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on this side. I'm gonna take Raw Sienna now, which is a little bit darker and a little bit more brown than orange. And I'm now using a Morphe M433 brush, which is a little bit more defined, and I'm gonna go right underneath those shades I just placed. Okay, Raw Sienna is stunning. Okay, I'm gonna try taking a little bit of Realgar now. All of these are so pigmented, but as soon as you blend them out, they just blend so beautifully. Man, I'm obsessed. I'm not gonna be able to put this palette down. I can already tell. I'm also gonna go in with just a tiny bit of red ochre and see what that does. Do you guys see that? So I think I'm good with that. I'm gonna do my brow bone, lid, lower lash line, all of that, and then I might darken it up, we'll see. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with Tempera. Wow, that's gorgeous as a brow bone highlight. Oh my goodness. Now, of course, I really want to try one of the beautiful shimmery shades in here, so I think I'm going to go for the gold one, which is Primavera. This is stunning. If you got the shadow wet with some setting spray, it would be even more metallic, but I'm just kind of going for that light wash of glitter on the lid. I think it's so pretty. I actually did a look very similar to this to go out last night. Oh no, I was totally going to try using the brush that comes in the palette, and I literally spaced it. I'm gonna try using this side for my lower lash line. That's actually kind of like a flat shader brush, but it's pretty thick, so I feel like I can do some nice smudging under there. So I'm gonna go in with red ochre and place this underneath my lower lash line, and then I'll kind of buff it out with burnt orange. So I feel like I got to test out a lot of the shadows, but I still kept it pretty natural. And obviously I'm gonna have a ton of new tutorials with this palette, so just stay tuned. Keep ignoring this eye. I want to do the mascara first impression on this eye, and then I'm gonna hop off camera and figure out what the heck to do with this guy. So the mascara I'm going to be trying out for the first time is ItCosmetics Hello Lashes 5-in-1 Volumizing Mascara. So far the mascara looks pretty good. It's looking a little bit clumpy, but I mean, I'm not completely hating it. Like, doesn't look half bad. Okay guys, so my battery actually died there, and in the meantime I did what I could with this eye. I actually already lined my lips with my Milani Nude lip liner, and if you missed my haul, here's the 3 NYX Lingerie Liquid Lippies that I picked up. So I have already worn Push Up and Bedtime Flirt. I love them both already. And so far I really liked the formula of those, and the lasting power, especially of Bedtime Flirt, was amazing. If you want to see swatches of those colors, make sure you head to my Ulta haul because I did swatch all of them for you. But today I'm going to wear Teddy, which I'm really excited for. It's a really nice warm chocolatey brown, and I hope the formula is just as good as the other two. Okay, so I basically used both sides of the dofa for my bottom lip. I'm gonna go in with one more layer. Okay, so I definitely had much harder of a time with the applicator on this color than the other ones. I do feel like my application was a little sloppy, so I'm gonna go in with the lip brush that I got in the set. Oh, and I'm just using Maybelline FitMe concealer, by the way. Alrighty guys, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. I always have so much fun filming chit chats, and today's was extra fun because I got to sit down and play with a bunch of new makeup. I'm sorry that my eye was like totally interfering this whole video, but like I said, I really needed to film today, and I'm just glad this is more of a casual chit chat video because this was a hot mess today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye! I'm very interested to see how this works. Again, I've heard good things, but this looks interesting.